Good day, good morning, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good day. This video, we're gonna go over the server settings here for the fight we're about to do, which is gonna be it's a 10 minute, a long guide, actually, long video because it's a long fight, on how to do Blazamut Ryo Ultra as a solo player, just using solo damage. This, I've been able to do 2 times in various attempts. A lot can go wrong. So I'm just gonna show how this is done. I'm just clearing out the map here. I highly recommend you do Epic Quad Missile Launcher or higher. Lower than that, it's going to be cutting it close. The rates for it, the drop rates for it are very, very low. Purple Quad should be fine. So that should be fine. I haven't tested with lower than Epic. Epic can do it, and obviously Quad 4 can do it. It is very close, like I said. You're going to see the stats on what I'm using there as well. I'm just clearing out the map again. So basically, I'm taking 4 Quad Missile Launchers into the fight. Getting on the Azurobe. The Azurobe has a lightning skill. This is my stats. Real quick, you can pause the video. Azurobe has a lightning streak skill. Swift Runner, Legend, Vanguard. You're summon the pal. First thing I do is electrocute the boss with lightning streak. This is the only electrocute proc I get, but basically you're going to be doing extra damage, so I just unloaded him at the start of the fight here. And I'm getting headshots. The crits are really good because it's critical, weakness, plus electrified. I didn't get any more electrified procs the rest of the fight, so unfortunately it's just too intense, too hectic to stop the fire. You gotta focus on dodging. So here I made a huge mistake. I face tanked Beam Slicer. You never do that. So when he does his Magna Crush, you get off the mount to shield it from damage. You don't want your mount to get too much damage. You don't want it to die. Azurobe is not that tanky. I did the same here with Fireball. See, get off the mount, tank the hit. So there's a threshold for how much damage your mount can take. Before it's like you have to like back off and stop. So here I'm dodging fire. Basically, you can pause the video and go back, but basically this fight is all about spacing. See how I'm dodging everything here? We're trying my best to. You have to find a good balance between dodging, staying alive, right, and shooting. Because if you stop shooting, you're gonna run out of time. But if you stop dodging, you're gonna die, or your mount dies. Your mount probably dies before you. And if your mount dies, you lose your damage. So it's a fine balance. There's barely enough time to do this. Fastest I've done it is like 9 minutes flat, and this one I think I did it in 9.5. So here we have another Magna Crush. I'm getting off the mount, backing away from the pal box. I think I aggroed some bullshit here behind me, which is aggroing me. Yeah, I just ran away. So you gotta be careful not to aggro. So here I tried to do another Electrify proc, it didn't work. He's got too much built-up resistance. I considered bringing in more lightning skills, but the rest don't do that because whenever you dismount, Azurobe is gonna spam them and then get locked in place. Don't do that. Just one lightning skill is enough. So here you're gonna, if you pay attention to my movement, you're gonna see how I'm dodging all the attacks. See how it's about spacing? So I'm saving my sprint so for whenever he rears his arms and starts doing an attack. I don't know the names of all the attacks, but some of them are really easy to dodge, like that one and this one. I think this is a Flame Funnel. The Meteor Shower, just dodge the initial hit. The Shockwave doesn't do much. Firewall is easy, just go toward him or away from him, preferably away from him. Beam Slicer is the same, go to get away from him. Beam Slicer is his hardest hitting direct attack, actually. I tanked one at the start, big mistake, it hits like a truck. Beam Slicer is like the new best dragon skill in my opinion. It's just so good, it's like bam, instant damage, like it's huge. No delay, good tracking, instant, very strong attack. So here I'm just unloading the quad missile launchers, reloading as I can. And like I said, the title of the video is no exploits here, so there's no reload animation glitch, there's no shenanigans going on. This is just straight up what the player can do in default settings. Here I made a mistake and I did a lightning streak. Shouldn't have done that because I was out of range. And you'll see there's other mistakes in the video, but the point of the video is like even if you make mistakes, this is doable in time. Here's a fireball. I think I decided to eat this one. Yep. Because I felt my Azurobe was healthy enough. Dodging a Beam Slicer there. So yeah, you gotta make a judgment call. Some attacks you're gonna be able to tank. Here, this one I didn't want to tank it, I withdrew. And I let him spam at me, like crash at me. Just be sure, you can tank Magna Crush, it's not that bad. Just tank the first hit and dodge the second. But definitely do not get caught by the second. So here we have the second stagger of the first phase. I went for another Electrify here and failed. Because like I said, he's got too much resistance. Which is fine, I mean, you're not, it's a trade-off. Like you could do more lightning skills, but that puts you into a very risky position. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just stick with one at the start. So we're doing really good here. Azurobe took some damage. Obviously, everything in the team, like Azurobe and me, have healing potion and Cheeseburger for damage. So that's kind of important. Here I'm dodging the Magna Crush by withdrawing, unloading more missiles. We've got Blast Cannon here. I got hit by the very edge of it. It's not too big of a deal. Just make sure to dodge the bulk of it. Another Magna Crush. I think I dismounted here. Yep, got away from the Pal Box. I let him hit the Pal Box to shield from damage. He's doing a Flame Funnel here. I missed the Lightning Streak. Shouldn't have done that. It wasn't worth it. But as you can see, we're heading into the phase 2 here with 5 minutes almost, or over 5 minutes left. It's pretty good. Also, I wanted to mention, with the quad missile launcher, make sure you aim at the head. Yes, it's tracking, but you still have to aim. Like I've seen people firing willy-nilly into the air. I mean, you still want to get critical hits on these fights. You still want to aim. So yeah, see where I aim at the weak spot, a lot of the missiles do critical hits. So that's like, it's like double damage, right, for crits, or nearly, whatever it is, like almost double damage. It's good. Here, another mistake. I made a Lightning Streak, shouldn't have done that. Dragon Meteor is easy to dodge. We got another Magna Crush here. Let's see where this one lands. I think I dodged this one, yeah. So no, I decided to tank this one just to get phase 1 out of the way, and I figured Azurobe was gonna die anyway. So from here on out, I decided to tank everything and stop withdrawing. I just kept attacking. Here, look at how much damage the Beam Slicer does. That move is ridiculous. Sorry, R word. I almost died. I think I let my Azurobe die here because I knew he was in phase 2, so I just said, fuck it. Goes phase 2, I am at the Pal Box. I'm swapping to Anubis here and dodging attacks. So phase 2 has a bunch of... Phase 2 is actually a little more dangerous. It has a bunch of new attacks, which are easy to dodge, like Thunderstorm here. I'm just running away from it. The issue with phase 2 is that he starts spamming Magna Crush a little more often. And you as a player, if you want to make this in time, you're not going to be able to dodge the first hit. It's just going to auto-track to you immediately. There's no pals on the field, there's no base pals. It's just you and the boss and your support pal. So you start taking damage from that and from these meteors, which are really hard to outrun. If you try to outrun these, you're not going to be able to reload and shoot in time. So you kind of have to have the trade-off. And I think in this fight later on, even though it's going really well, I think he smashed one of my chests here. And I picked up a bunch of like stone or whatever. So I got caught with overweight and I died. But it's not a big deal. I mean, it just shows that the fight is doable even with imperfections here and there. So here, the Tri-Laser or whatever, it's easy to dodge, just run to the side. Here, Thunderstorm again, as soon as you see it, dodge first, like roll out of the way, and then keep running. Side straight for sure. Here we've got Thunder Rain. This one's pretty easy. I don't think this is a very good move. It's too sporadic. Here we've got Meteors again. I got stuck on a rock, and then I ate the Shockwave. Minor damage. But as you can see, whenever I'm forced to dodge too much, I can't reload. So it slows down your damage. And like I said, you're going to see my movement. Pay attention to my movement here. You're going to see it's all about spacing. I'm kind of keeping him in mid-range so I can see what he's doing. Not too far, not too close. Here's the Thunderstorm again. Almost instant cooldown. I'm just getting away from it. Magna Crush is coming. I'm getting away. So see, I'm dodging here. I'm losing damage. Here he went straight for me. Dealt a lot of damage. This was not good. I dodged the follow-up hit. We got some comets coming in. So I think this is the part where he blows up the... he blows up my... I think I pick up like a bunch of... Yeah, here. Here I'm trying to reload. Or it's coming up here soon. No, not yet. Okay. So we're still doing really good. Boss is 170,000 life. And I have 2 minutes on the clock, so I'm really good. Although I'm almost dead. Like I said, in phase 2 there's a lot of unavoidable damage from comets. Or close to it. Here we've got Magna Crush. Let's see where this happened in the fight. He went to me. I'm trying to do some critical hits on the head here. Thunder Rain again, very easy to dodge, just run away. We've got another Lightning Bolt here, whatever it's called. Thunder Strike. Here. So here he blows up. You see me pick up a bunch of stuff and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm overweight. So he kills me with a meteor to the face. Not much I could do there. What I do is just res at the Pal Box, and I think I picked up stone and iron, like steel nodes or whatever. Let's see what it was. So I'm losing maybe like 10 seconds here. What was it? Oh, the stone and the Palladium fragment. Yep, Palladium fragment's overweight. So now I'm back in the fight. I lost maybe like 10 seconds on that, or maybe a little more. It's not a big deal. Honestly, the times where I've done this successfully, I've died in phase 2. Because there's so much unavoidable damage and burn damage coming your way, especially from the comets. that it's probably better to just die and keep DPSing than to try to dodge those perfectly if you want to get a good time. So here we've got a minute left and he's almost dead, so we're doing really good. I got shocked here. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten hit by that. That was easy to dodge. So pretty much that's it. The Anubis has Holy Burst, Sand Tornado, and Sand Twister, I believe. So he's doing okay damage, but the majority of the damage is me from the Earth damage. We got another Magna Crush here. I'm reloading. Enough health though to tank this, so it's okay. And now I'm just focused on DPSing him down for the kill. Anubis is doing a Holy Burst, which does not that much damage, like 2,000. Not that great. And that's the kill. So just showing this guide on how this is doable. I think I aggro the Menace Stings here. My base here is close to Menace Sting for whatever reason. I like this spot. They're trying to get to me, so I'm running away. But yeah, it's doable. If you have any questions about how this is done, it should be pretty straightforward. You can do this. I would say it's kind of hit or miss. The first phase can get really nasty if you're trying to dodge a Magna Crush and he decides to follow up with a Beam Slicer or a Beam Cannon or whatever. No, not Beam Cannon. Blast Cannon. There's some mix-ups he does that are really hard to dodge if he does them back-to-back. But yeah, just thought this was a fun exercise and showing what the player can do with player damage. There's barely enough time in the fight to do it. I would say 9 minutes is doable. But yeah, fun experiment here on what is possible with player damage. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment, leave me feedback, and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.